Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore Gintu back again to the root of today, and we are it's one-on-one live coverage that we're going to be having and to this kind of the position right now as we commence and make things happen today, as we're going to be making sure that everyone is tuned. Very fantastic, because I've just checked whenever things going to be getting worse, people have already dispersed from the village and they have just gone far away. And to the real fact of the day is this kind of the pogroms and throwing into an imbroglio. It has already been the squirmament of the days and the allegations and stupid, silliest things that has been ever tangling to our own affidavit and the time how we ever get to the point of the platform. Here we start this kind of the conversation. We're going to be giving you much of the reservoir of the time, what is really meant today, because already things are getting immense as we just make sure that people have now been getting to the real sarcasm of the day. They thought about, I saw much of the people talking about, oh, Gintu, you have the people in terms of the military talk about in terms of media, in terms of water. I told you that Gintu is never been bogged, and Gintu is unboggable, as everything is taking the frame and the work. I've seen much of the YouTubers from Nyabuansa, they're just popping much of the words here and there, talking about, oh, Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C, ding, ding, Gintu Gintu here, Gintu re, Gintu Gintu exactly. And we have to get forward, because they want to be talking about everything, every kind of the serious things, but we have to get forward. The fact is, yesterday I went and talked about I'm going to be recording much of the cases that are going to be getting back to this kind of the silliest family that we are talking about, the goonists who are ever antagonizing and getting to the people, the circumferences of the imbroglio, wherever they want to talk about, oh, this kind of a person is this way, because this is how the story it was, because I've already got the NBI and to the point, and I've just got who sold me and who sold my own number, and it was ever tracked in terms of the Bluetooth. And I was just listening to much of the music when they just tracked and got me and to the point. And it's just a learning lesson, because I've just already learned about it, because much of the people are just talking about, oh, this kind of a person is this and this and this. I've already got the person who is making things to get worse, and already is dismissed from my area here to make sure that everything is getting on properly, because I just asked the guy, he was ever working here at my construction here. He was the one who was used to call to make sure that he's just giving the report to this kind of the goonist outside there, because as much as you have ever seen much of the things how they're just happening onto the scene, I was just sitting while they just approached. Who told them Gintu is at home, and how did they know that Gintu is still at home? And that is the point I wanted to give out, because much of the people you want to talk about, you're going to be helping them already, and yet they're just the people who are talk about Iscariot, and they want to get 30 cents here to get sure that the Gintu is arrested. So what? So you'll never get a job. Right now, they never paid you, and what did you now do for that kind of the moment? It's just a stupidity of the highest order, because when they went and they left me at home, they knew that things going to be getting worse, because Lady J and the demon, they were waiting for me to be arrested, and they were just at the stage making sure that they are waiting for Gintu to be arrested, so they can accompany me to the police station, so they can just go there and deposit me and talk about until the day will ever come and salute and beg down and talk about ABCD, squammerization of the day. That are the stupidity of the pogromicity of the time. The fact is, when they were thinking about Gintu going to be aligned and they're coming with the Gintu, they found that they're going to be getting the victims who were succumbed, and they were getting what was necessary for them, or in terms of their bodies, how they were just formulated in terms of that time. And for that kind of the capacity time, the conduct now was talking about much of the things. Right now, it doesn't have anything to talk about. They have just already left the village, because of what? They knew that whenever they perform stupid scenario at the village, they have to leave the village and talk about, oh, we are now out of the village, stupidity of the highest order. Why can't you stay? Because I was coming for you, and you thought about you're going to be getting into this kind of the pogrom. I'm just with you. And whenever you crack back to this kind of the platform, gonna be checking on whatever gonna be handling, because I'm gonna be not giving out much of the things I'm gonna be getting out to this kind of the time, because the conduct is gonna be getting his own salary very properly, because he thought about is the one who is the goodest, and is the one who can talk more than even the police, and is the one who can just authorize what the police can do. And there's talk about this kind of the stupid goonistic boy called the lunatic psychopath boy called about the Lady J was talking about a serial criminal, and this is one of the offenses that he has ever done. Thinking about is just more popular. If he doesn't know how to speak English, come to me so I can just pump some knowledge to your empty head, which is just a sarcasm and a crocodile a platform which is so immense, and to this kind of the platform right now, because they think about the ones who knows about to name other people. And that's the fact I was ever telling much of the people about that outside there, whenever somebody is coming or you want to make sure that you are destroying a monkey fraternity, you have to give the names to this kind of the monkeys, very bad names, so as you can just destroy them and vanish them from the entire ecosystem or the habitat they're just living. And the time has just reached unto them, because they think about Gintu gonna be intimidated, Gintu gonna be insulted, so as they can just live this kind of the stupid. I'm gonna be rectifying and making sure that everything is straightforward, and I'm gonna be filming for you that the construction is still undergoing and to the Lady J, but they have not sustained the sustainability, and they're gonna be getting the official, not even the official of Migori County, we're gonna be getting the national. People are now dealing with the national, not these ones of the county, and they're gonna be making sure that they're gonna be now putting it down as far as everything is in concern, because they think about they have just lured stupid money here, because I have all the records, because they have just lured some 15,000 here, 20,000, so they can just get the report and the receipt, so they can just continue with the construction right now. And they have just rubbed where they ever written the date and the site was closed. They have already rubbed it using talk about a paint, or you can just talk about a cement. It was just rubbed onto the pillar, so they can just rub that kind of the words that are being written there. And Gintu gonna be going back, because I have to check back my records, because even if you want to be a good teacher, you have to make sure that you are checking back the records, so as you cannot omit or imitate such kind of the things that are not necessary. The effect is Gintu gonna be going back to check on the records that have already been written onto my own platform, and I'm gonna be bringing it back to you, so as you can just get the real report about this kind of the scenario, how they were just mean and tangled before. And the fact is already I went to the hospital, so as I can just be checking about my knee, and I got that it's just a small injury that are gonna be needing much of the attention, and I've just taken much of the talk about the documents to make sure that this kind of the stupid lunatic and the psychopathism family, which are horrible, so whenever they want to saunter into the front seat of the churches, they think about, oh, Gintu gonna be A, B, C, D, but I'm gonna be coming for them. And right now, even the conduct, I think, is not coming out, because they think about Gintu gonna be running from one place to another, this is circumcision, this but Gintu is still available, and I'm gonna be coming for you. You thought about Gintu is just a fear like stupid people you think about. I'm always available. I'm not Alex. I'll never be like these people you think about you're gonna be attacking. I'm not Nasto. The people can talk about, you can just go and attack and think about why couldn't you send me the stupid boys you ever send like goons, like Lady J. I could have bumped him like Safari Rally. You think about you could just be running like something else outside here. And the fact of coming to my own site, it was a criminal offense, because who told you that the police can never give you a summon? And whenever the summon is given to Gintu, and Gintu doesn't align himself to that kind of the summon so I can be summoned, they now write another letter to talk about if you don't, they write there like an alert that if you don't attend, we will now come for you wherever you will be. But this kind of the people, they just prompted to my own facility without no immensified time. And they talk about, this A, B, C, D, but the fact has to come out clean, because my work has to continue. They think about, they're going to be talking about, guys, the fact was this one. They wanted, because Lady J, they were to travel yesterday to make sure that they're going to be going to getting the stupid, their daughter here to talk about, she's just everything. She wants to talk about, they're going to be controlling everything into the ecosystem because she think about, oh, she's the only person, she's the only lady who's earning a lot of money. But I told about Ginto gonna be buying a land in Nyabuanse. I'm buying a land in an urban center to make sure that I'm competing. This is the competition, but the competition to make sure that we are bringing the development. Not even what I like is they're gonna be competing with a person who is competent to make sure that the competition is competitable and we're gonna be getting forward. That is the best thing. And for the people talking about, oh, Ginto, I'm just triggering them to make it happen because how long and how many years does the demon has taken outside there thinking about you're gonna be sleeping in talk about in the roads, making sure that the people are tracking, oh, she's just wearing some stupid lunatic and psychopathism clothes which cannot even fit to even an angel to wear. They're just wearing them and talking about, oh, how can you wear a Jamaican flag onto your buttocks? Stupidity of the highest order. You are discriminating this kind of the flag and you're talking about, oh, I'm a Jamaican, even in my interior parts here it's written in Jamaica. Who told you that is the effect that we're going to be making sure? That is the stupidity of the highest order. But the real fact is they thought about whenever they could just be leaving to Nairobi, they have to leave me and to the talk about behind the bus to make sure that I'm going to be begging, I'm going to be bowing down, I'm going to be making every kind of the things because that they send their father to come and make sure that this kind of the goons are not lured with money from Ginto and make sure that that's why I was insisting every time. Yeah, shoot, and I told you, and he talked at the last that I'm gonna be coming even if it's years. I'm gonna be coming for you, and for the real fact is you don't have anything to offer to the society, and I don't think about whoever is just trusting this kind of a crocodile and a silliest man in this kind of the village. He thinks about he's gonna be controlling every kind of the things onto the village. He thinks about everything is to be controlled the way he think, and he thinks about how the things gonna be moving forward. Is him who have to reiterate. Let me tell you this kind of a fact, because when we started doing this kind of the work and to the Kenge fraternity, I had already gained the influence from their parents, because they were coming and talking about, you are the only holy person I'm seeing here. You are the only, because when I can just discuss how the machete man was talking to me, he was talking about Tata. For the people working here, you are the best, Tata. I like whatever you are doing. And right now he's talking about, oh, you are the baddest person. I already collected the best moment from you. And I already collected the best moment from the conmam. Because as she was ever talking about, Tata, you know, you are my student. Oh, you look at my student, whatever he's doing. And I was the one. And he was talking about, oh, these kind of things have to move forward. And right now they're coming to attack me. Yet they don't know that they ever gave me my own blessings and I left with them. So the fact is, they're now looking for their blessings so they can return them. I will never return them. And you will ever see into progressing and progressing, going and going and going. I'll never come back. Because even right now, yeah, the bricks are democratizing. They're making sure that the bricks are coming to the center. 10,000 bricks again to make 40,000 bricks. Have you ever made 40,000 bricks? Or you're thinking about how you're going to be grabbing lands and making sure that you're going to be formulating some bricks from there, which cannot even go to an extent. The only thing is I gave an alarm that it's called an ilani in English or in Kiswahili. And whenever we're going to be converting it into Kiswahili, we're going to be calling it, talk about... Ilani in Kiswahili, an alarm, talk about an alert to make sure that they're going to be getting it. I want that kind of the conduct to make sure that the sugar canes are cut, because it's only for 2 weeks. Then I got the sugar cane and I'll cut them down before you pay the money, because you are an rare person. You are just paying a plot like you are paying for a motorbike, and you are thinking about things going to be getting forward, but are going to be coming for you with an immediate effect, because things are going to be still happening to the real fact of the time.
The real G.
Wagwan, man.
Wagwan, me general.
Hey, you left me, man.
No, I'm there for you. I'm making.
You are there for me yet.
I'm making security.
Where was he, Musani? Where was he? Where was he?
I don't see him with all the day.
He was not available.
Yes. I was at the hill.
Where?
Snipering.
Huh?
I was at the hill snipering.
So you are snipering while I was being attacked?
No, the first time I was not there. I was at home.
Huh?
But since you being attacked with conduct, I have been putting an eye on you so that they cannot come. When they come, I just make a call on you.
So I'm always at home. So who
I know.
who gonna call who?
I usually call you,
Eh?
but you are just pretending on me.
Pretending.
Yeah.
So how can you call me and tell me, Gintu, do you know what? I'm the one who is at home, and you are calling me while you are at home. So who is cheating who?
No, I'm not. How is everything?
Everything is democratizing good men.
Yeah.
And hey, today you are cladding smart men, or you have married.
Why are you asking? No, I have no wife.
And you have no wife.
Yeah, I have no wife.
The cucumberization here and there.
Maybe I have a.
Nowadays, man, you know this kind of the people, man. They hit me the knee here.
I know.
The knee, and you know the knee.
I was just watching the video, and I saw how those people were just catching you. And I was like, and Mukadi was just saying,
you know,
sickers. Even he was like telling the dog to attack them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the fact is one that yesterday I talked about, I don't want to see anyone onto the site if you don't have any appointment.
Yeah.
And if I check you onto the appointment without any kind of talk about, you have talked about you're going to be coming to Gintu, it's going to be a sarcasm to you. And you're going to be dealing with the security pattern. Because right now, I don't have to prevail and talk about much of the security I've already put, but things are worse unto the G Castle. Right now, whoever is coming, you have to write your name and be scanned.
And who is behind you?
Behind what?
You.
Behind me?
Yeah.
Behind putting me onto the bus?
Yeah, there's someone want to put you into an imbroglio. That's why.
The fact is one. We have already the NBA has already synthesized because I already have much of the people are outside there to make sure they're getting much of the thing, because much of the people are talking about Gintu is on a run.
Yeah,
and yet whenever they're talking about I'm on a run, I shoot a video while I was at home. So friend, how I was on a run?
When I walk at Nabuhansi, in thumbnails they just see you are on handcuff.
Yeah, handcuff.
So they knew if they knew that you are in prison, or they knew that you are
I'm behind the bars. Yeah. And
but
much of the people are thinking about that one.
Yeah.
And at the surprise of the time, because I've met with Mogesi, was asking about, Gintu, I got much of the messages into my WhatsApp talking about, Gintu is arrested, go check whoever is whatever and whatever and whatever. And he was talking about, what is this game? Because they never knew what was happening,
Yeah.
And at the essence of the time, I now... So we are continuing, man. And the fact is I've got the NBI and I've just already tangled with the much of the things that are always happening. And I've come already with the full report, because this person who told them that Gintu is still at home, and I've already known where the phone call was called from, and I'm going to be going and gaining and getting the guy to make sure that I'm just warning them. And I'm going to be warning because he's one of the village.
So the guy was the one who was just pinning the location.
Yeah, he was the one who came and checked, and he came while I was available, and he came to talk about, I want talk about the string to make sure they're gonna be planting maize with. You understand the string that people are just putting so that you can be directed.
Yeah.
So he came and asked about it. So he was just checking. I was making sure that I'm putting the talk about the plastic stuffs onto the nails for the roofing. And so whenever the NBI got to the calls where talk about the call was called from the conduct, and I've already got the point where he called the same person, and he was talking about Gintu is still at home even right now. Is inserting the plastics onto the nails. So is the person who knows everything. I've already got the point, and I've got the person who sold me and thrown me into an imbroglio. So the fact is I'm still recovering and getting much of the people who are behind the scene.
Injure you?
Yeah, man, they injured because it's one person got me this way.
I saw the video,
and there were
you
three.
were having a vest.
I was having a white vest. And you know they have dismantled the vest that I was given with the M-Caro. So the vest of M-Caro, I'm so sorry.
Is it on?
Yeah, M-Caro, I'm very sorry, because the vest that you gave me, the white one and the large size.
It was blue.
No, it was white, man. It was white, exactly white. So it was the one that I was not, whenever you are wearing such kind of the baggy vest, the air penetrates everywhere.
Yeah,
so whenever I was wearing it, you feel the nature, man, because I was sitting out of the G Castle here, making sure that I was having the kids out there to make sure that we are just, I'm showing them how to work.
Yeah.
So we were inserting the plastics into the nails, and Kimberly was making sure that he's giving us the plastics, and me and Bentley, we are just inserting such kind of the nails. And abruptly, so this kind of person, whenever he came, and I talked about, no, I don't use the ropes in terms of planting maize. And the same person, now whenever he came and talked about, yeah, the guy is already available because I have already such kind of the talk about how the recording was, and the time it was called, because already whenever you talk about Safaricom is not meant for anyone, and NBI is whenever it's on it, even Safaricom is part of the program.
Yeah.
So they have already got the phone call, and they have already got how the call was coming from and where it was coming from, and I've already pinned the point, and already I have known the person because he came and I saw the guy. So the point is right now, whatever you don't have anything to do at the G Castle, you are obligated out of it and vanish without an immediate effect.
You are thrown into an improvement.
Because this kind of the people I'm always helping, they're the ones who want to talk about things gonna be getting worse to me.
They are selling you.
And I'm gonna be giving them a very big warning.
Yeah.
And this kind of a warning gonna be coming back to the conduct, because it's gonna be going back, because I'm still collecting data, and I'm gonna be putting him back to the bars.
And I have a small question.
Yeah, man.
Why do you think Condad used this person to sell you? And why is the Condad want you so much until he bring this FBI?
The fact is one. The Condad knows that there's a time they were constructing their own house of Lady J. And they were cheating much of the subscribers that they have all the documentation of that house in terms of the construction.
Yeah.
And there's a day, the NCA, National Construction Authority, they went there and they just shut that construction off for a period of time until they comply.
Yeah.
The complying, it means that they have to show how many workers are there, the workers, are they protected, and how much are they being, exactly, everything. Talk about the hat, talk about everything, talk, even if it's the gumboot, every attire is needed, even the apron. Full uniform. Huh? So they have to make sure that everything is complied. And also, the BQ they had, it was just a BQ that was written, and how the foundation will be and how the house will be. It's just the way it came, and they talked about, yeah, guys, we have the BQ, you can open and see, you know, this is how the rooms will be, but they don't have a certificate for that BQ. And for the BQ to be processed, it has to go, and you have to pay money so they can be processed into a 3D. Yeah. So they don't have a 3D picture, and they don't have a contractor, they don't have an engineer, they have supervisors.
So they are
illegally constructing the house.
And the building is in town.
And the building is in a public area, where everybody see. I've never gone to that kind of, I never went inside their area, but I was standing where the case was being handled, because I was not at their space. So right now, when I told people the truth, that house doesn't have even a certificate, any documentation to reply that the satisfactory of that building to continue, it was upheld. So that was the moment that now the Condad was now talking about A, B, C, D. And right now, they have written that the contractor who is having that kind of the construction is their dad. So the fact is, I'm going to be coming up with another case that we're going to be talking about who is the contractor, called Ondari.
So it means these people are using their father
to gain influence and cheat people that they talk about. Have you ever seen the Condad becoming a contractor?
Never. I haven't.
You have never. And what's the name? It's on Ondari what? Moffat. Something like Ondari Moffat. Something like that one. So I saw that kind of a document written that way, and already I have all the documentation they're having, because I've already my NBA have already brought it, the BQ, how it is. Even it's not even a house for somebody to talk about. It's a big house, is a construction. It's just a shagara bagger and something which is not even something for talking about for the business. I think that kind of house is for cucumberization. I'm talking about, oh, I have a bigger story building here, and the fact is telling people that we're gonna be going a 3-story building. It's just a 2-story building. So let them not cheat people that it's a 3-story building. It's just a 2-story building. So they're just teaching people that, oh, it's going to be this way, it's going to be this way. For the people now to talk about, yeah, you know, people, we don't have such kind of the time. And the fact has to come out that we are no longer being accused the way you think. And I have more intelligence than even your entire family. And my intelligence, no one can even question it. Because when you throw into an embryo, you're going to be knowing who exactly I am.
Yeah.
And the fact is, I ever told people I am only what they know. Even if you are a Mora, I saw Mora talking about bullshit here and Western Center, and they never know. The only thing they know about is Gintu is constructing a house.
But you know,
they only know 3% of me, Buddha.
Now, people are getting advantage of because we are beating them 10-0.
Exactly.
Constructing, having a house.
Yeah.
Even if you see even Machete Man coming for you, bro, when the deal is too good, think twice.
Exactly. You know, one thing is, I'm having a competition to them.
Yeah, you are competing with them, and you are the one, you are the cat that was eating in the knees of them.
Exactly.
Now you are now up.
I am
they
now
are
up.
wondering
They're
how
not
this
just
guy
on
is
the
prospering.
And the fact
we
is,
have to shut him down. Yeah.
The fact is, they don't know who is real, because even Kenge is ever looking. Who is this person sponsoring Gintu? They have never got any person.
Do you know that in Bohasa they are just asking? Gintu has a strong membership.
Yeah.
Who are just assisting, supporting him.
Yeah.
Now they are wanting that those people.
Exactly.
And they are wondering how we are prospering.
And they're just, once I told you that this kind of the things are small.
Yeah.
And I gained the popularity even before I got out of the villa. I had kicked out Mayugno one-on-one. I ever kicked them out. Because there's a time we filmed all of us a video, then I took 10-0 of them. You understand?
Yeah.
Then there's a time we were now going, me and Nasto, we are now going one-on-one. You understand? During that time. Rhyming. Even during that time, I was the one making sure that Gake, I was the one giving him the title. I was the one shooting the videos for the Gake. I was the one who was helping even Gitiriba with my GoPros to make sure that they are filming so they cannot talk about I'm envious. You understand?
Yeah.
But the fact has to come out clean that they are thinking about Gintu is something which is, nobody can ever come outside and talk about, Gintu never helped me with something.
Yeah.
Like, if we can talk about the Kenge driver, which is Getiriva, whenever he went to Kisumu, I gave him my own GoPro. You understand? My own GoPro, which is, nobody can ever give you a GoPro. Have you ever seen a person talking about, get this GoPro for 2 weeks?
My friend, when you see someone give me a GoPro, telling you want me to give you 140 lakhs.
So it means that if you have such kind of a person who can
new brand of motorbike.
if you can just get a person who can ever give you a GoPro and go and shoot a video with it, know that you are so special in that kind of a person.
Exactly.
So I ever entrusted them, and I talk about, there's a time even me I was asking Kibe, but Kibe was telling me that Gint, you have to shoot a video at the compound, and I've given you 1 hour. Make sure that you are returning my GoPro back to the center. Yeah. But me, I gave him for 2 weeks. And whenever the dad died, the dad to Gitiriba, he came and asked again to have come back. But, for me to shoot with a phone, it will be like, they're talking about I'm in Illuminati, I'm in this and that and this.
I have money.
So, I have money,
I have to wash my name.
So I have to get this kind of a GoPro. So as whoever is not going hand in hand with me. And the first day he came, he recorded everybody was at the field. He recorded everybody was at their funeral and talk about he was greeting them and the GoPro is there. And he was talking about whoever could not greet him, he could have talked about get out and go for good. That's what he told me. And he told me, Gintu, please help me this kind of the GoPro so as it will be the easiest one I will ever use. Yeah. You understand? And I understood him. And I talked about I was shooting the videos using my phone. You understand?
Yeah.
But the fact is coming out clean that now they came to turn against me because I wanted to gain the popularity from them. Because when I was working at the villa, I was one of the most trusted person who can give one-on-one videos, because I could just give the people what is really there. Because if I could be writing onto my title, even Kenge was available, that a fish has been attacked. You understand? I was making sure that I'm not biased. I'm not having the ego that, oh, I have to talk good about, oh, the fish of Kenya are now growing, you understand? Yet they have a problem already.
You are making things to be fluent.
I don't have cornering. That's what I don't have. That's the fact. Now they don't understand that whenever we are talking about you have documentation, and yet whenever we see the NCA National Construction and Authority is coming to close your site and talking about you have documentation, it's something which is so stupidical and unethical. And people have understood. Because the same time he came out and talked about the borehole that had been already drilled in Nyabohanse for the World Bank, it was just the courtesy for Lady J, who talked about the France, oh, a big surprise from France, we have already dug a borehole. Yet it was a drill.
And another thing, I can think, or I can say I have overthink. You know, the Lady J started the construction early.
Yeah.
But now you are
2 years ago.
Yeah, you are now in the roofing.
Yeah.
Now he's just seeing the competition that you are just giving him. He become in a headache. So he want to make sure that he has to be up than you.
Yeah.
Because you are lower than him.
You know what again is? The demon has how many years in the platform?
So many years.
Like 5 there. You understand? So if it's like
and
4,
I wonder
5,
how where he's take the money. He has not invested
he's paying
money.
men to conjugate. He's paying men.
Instead of investing on his children.
He's scamming the same people, number one.
Then paying them to cucumberize.
He's paying men to cucumberize her. You understand me? So he's using all the means, east, west, and south.
So cucumberization is important to her.
It's very important. So they can just talk about, oh, you know.
Congrats.
Is always
conjugal rights. Conjugal rights.
Conjugal rights. Conjugation.
Conjugation.
Exactly. That's the fact that they're all about doing. And the fact has to come out clean. You understand? This kind of the people, they can never have any win unto my own or side, because I'm not like them and I will never be like them. I'm not here to talk about I'm in Nairobi. I'm I don't know where. I'm proving them wrong while I'm at home.
You are at home.
I'm at
home.
Where they're running from, they are running from, and think about there's nothing in the village. They're running from the village to gain their popularity out.
You know, they think when you have a mzungu, you will become millionaire.
That's what they think. We have wealth where we are.
Yeah.
We have wealth where we are. Like right now here, you can just see Gashagwa here. He's making sure that the bricks are all democratized.
Busy.
And I'm just doing it small.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm starting with live maybe 800, maybe 1,000 a day. And after 2 months, I'll have my 10,000 and I'll burn them. I start with a single step.
Things change.
I don't have ones that, oh, I have to formulate 10,000 once.
The day you said, if you are sitting there collecting money so that you can do a job, you are cheating yourself.
It will never.
Just start what you have.
Start small. That is the fact. Even me, I start with a single. Look at here. There are bricks here, spaces here. Yeah. The ones that are already burnt, they are inside here already. They are here. And there are more than 8,000 inside here. You understand?
Yeah.
So it means that I have 8,000 which are burnt, and already I'm continuing with the ones, like 10,000 again, to make sure that I have a bulk of the materials onto my site.
You are investing.
I'm still, whenever I see that things are not getting good, I'll sell the bricks.
Yeah.
One is 80 shillings, and I have 10,000. How much is that one? 10,000 times 8, which is 80k.
Yeah, it's
80,000.
It's enough to buy
80,000. You will build a wall, my friend.
Even not a wall.
You will construct a wall.
That is how many bags of cement?
Those are 80. No. It's like 90. 90 bags. Yeah.
90 bags of cement can grow a house.
No. 8,000 is like 95 to 100 cements. If you get if you go to a retail, so they can just make a discount, you can just get at 100.
That is
100 cements.
is
telling you as a
running a
fact.
house until the rent.
The lintel, exactly. Until the lintel. So it means that I'm just small. We have land. Not grabbing land the way they're talking about. You understand? So the fact is, they're
You are
just.
using your land.
I'm using my land to sustain my sustainability.
Exactly.
And I'm having other things to run. Apart from thinking about, Ginto has to do this, has to do that
And
one.
I never know if they never listen to you when you was just saying that you never depend on YouTube only.
That's what they don't get even.
They don't know that you have another project.
I have other
behind.
projects that are running.
Exactly.
Other
That
projects.
give you even after 2 days they give you even 1 bag of cement.
Exactly. Even if it's after 3 days, 1 bag of cement. We are moving.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yeah.
Even right now, like just last week and today, I'm already using 60 bags of cement. 60.
Yeah.
60.
And you're not traveling.
Today,
You're in the village.
Yeah, I'm in the village. Today, it's just 1 week, 60 bags.
And how this family, when they see you are at home, they think you are using their name to satisfy you.
That's
But they
what
don't
they're
know-
thinking about. That somebody was commenting that, Gintu is using Kenge in his name to gain popularity or to build. Have you ever seen Kenge's contribution to my own G-Castle? Like the way he was just stealing the deceased people's money and we're going with them and to Argentina. Have you ever seen they're now going to scam the GoFundMe from Casta so they can just come back to Africa? Very stupid minds. I'm not in terms of that.
Yeah,
The
man.
fact is, whenever you come back home and you will gain as getting forward, whether you come or you don't come, Gintu is going forward.
Yeah, man.
That is what I've just put onto my
You are
focus.
using your
I have-
ancestral land.
I'm aiming there. If I'm aiming there, that's a
You
parallel.
know
my
that
friend.
Keng have not even a piece of land of maize farm. He's buying maize.
He's buying maize. That's a fact.
And he
And he's
wants
talking about,
you are using the name.
they were using their
and
name.
yet you are using your land.
Why can't he use himself and even plant maize? He's thinking about things are worse. Like right now, there's no food for the pets there.
Yeah.
There's no food for the horses and to the
That's
villa.
why the animals are dying.
They are dying.
I don't know
There's no food for the fish. The fish are dying. There's no food for the birds. They are flying away.
The doves are there.
They have flown away. Now the village has now got the privilege of
And
making sure that things
let
are
me tell
happening.
you another thing. If there is someone who is have remained at the Kenge at the Kenge villa, when Kenge comes, that person will be thrown into an imbroglio because some things have disappeared from that house.
You know, well, let me tell you. Right now, the demon thrown away Kenge's driver.
Huh?
Yeah, Kenge driver was thrown away from the villa. Kenge driver was told, and look at how this kind of the people are changing things. And Kenge driver, he was told that I don't want to see you here until you wait for your boss to come. But when I'm here, I don't want to see you here.
So
And you have to go, and I don't want to see you because you are on one-on-one with Gintu. And whoever is with Gintu, I don't want to see them around me. So I'm just talking about why are they throwing themselves? I've never met with this kind of the boy. And that now, if you want to chase somebody, just tell the guy, I don't want to see you here because I have this and that and this as an impact. And don't throw them into an imbroglio whereby you know yourselves that this kind of a person doesn't have this and that is to offer. You understand?
me what I can tell
And
you, my
I told
friend,
them very, very fast, and the very first time, that even if you are thinking about you are in the support or you are in that legacy of stupid legacy, thinking about you are a Kenge fraternity or a follower, and thinking about, I have to watch him, he's my boss, I have to comment that, I'm always watching, you are wasting your time. He doesn't have any time with you.
Let me tell you, my friend, you are the real G. Deal with them perpendicularly per unit square.
Per unit time.
And that is the thing I can tell you.
That's the fact, because we have to deal with them. Because when we talk about how they're just circumphoniously coming out to think about, we have to accuse, we have to allegate.
And I saw a video, Machetama said,
Mwe, you know, ora, Oyo namuhaya mahindi chulia. Eh. Nema ora go tingika. Nego namuhaya mahindi chulia hatangati amuhaya. Ndachembare yetwigwe. Osoberekera gati basumanje. Aye. So the fact is one. I want to tell you this as a fact. So the fact has to come out as the way it is. There's no one who is there for somebody. You understand? Maybe that's how God made you, so as you can be a pathway of others. So don't think about, because one day I was told with the king himself that Gintu, your day is coming, and when your day will come, nobody will shut it. I swear he told me that way.
And now
nobody will shut it. And now they are coming to attack me again. And the same point is, when I was working there, the machete man was the one who was telling me that, Tata, I like whatever you are doing, and you are the person I like. Do it. You are doing very meticulous job, and I've blessed you. Go on with it. And right now they are talking about, oh, this kind of person should be shot and be killed with an immediate effect. You understand? So they already blessed me. So they are now looking for that blessings they gave me, so they can return them to them.
I heard that a machete man was having a Bible.
Was having a Bible.
That is you have a Bible and you are saying that kill it, shoot.
Very stupid behavior.
How do you see this?
Very stupid behavior.
These are even
they are failures.
I have go.
Oh, thank you.
I have go.
Thank you.
Because
they are called failure.
Me, what I can tell you.
Yeah. How can you go and attack somebody with a Bible?
My friend, what I can tell you. Never allow these people to
come across my area.
They want you to wash their buttocks.
That's what they need.
My
but
friend,
it will be
deal with them with the perpendicular per unit square.
Thank you. That is the fact. Yeah. And you have to continue with the way the Bible is coming, and everything is getting forward the way we have just talked about. It has to go forward, and much of the things are still ongoing onto the platform here, and the wind is blowing like something else. So everything is now shaking. You can see the trees, guys, are shaking because the wind is very, very strong. It means that we're going to be raining cats and dogs right now. Before things get the default time here, we have to make sure that we are making things happening right now here. So as you can just check right now here, I'm now dealing with this kind of the bricks here to make sure that everything is going on with the way we have just talked about here. Wow. So, wow. Guys, the bricks are ongoing here to make sure that we are having more than 10,000 bricks. We have started with one, and they are here. And whenever I'll just have 10,000, some people talk about, oh, Gintu is doing calling some people. I don't call anyone. And I use my strategy to make sure that everything is put in position. And right now it's going to be raining. And when it's going to rain so much, I'm going to be collecting a lot of money, money also, because the greens are onto the shamba. And at the same time, I'm making sure that the maize are on already, because the maize are out. They have sprouted again, and things are so fantastic. And again, when it rains, I'm going to be collecting water to make sure that my fish ponds are clean and getting much of the water into that kind of position. And much of the people are talking about, oh, Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C. Things are going to be coming. But right now, still, I'm getting the injury. I'm healing out to make sure that everything is so fantastic, because I've just got some of the treatment. That's why sometimes I'm just walking. You can just check onto the camera a little bit. I'm like bending somewhere. But the fact is, everything has to come out clean, and everybody should just penetrate with your own ways to get forward. And the fact is that this is a warning I've just already oriented to make sure that I'm not the people you think about you're going to be coming to accuse it, and think about you're going to just come or do some stupid allegations about them. But the fact has to come out clean. I will never render this kind of the stupidity with this kind of the people. But we have to get forward and make things happen, because I'm me and I'll ever be me. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the things are going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. Oh, Faida, I had left that one, eh? How was the work, Faida?
Good. My work is good.
So, have you planted maize?
Yeah, I've planted.
Oh, you have planted?
Yes.
And everything is good, eh?
Everything is good.
How many hectares? There's a cup there. You don't leave it, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So guys, it's gonna be raining cats and dogs here. You can see the climate now, it has changed automatically to make sure that it's gonna be raining right now. And we are needing this kind of the rain to have come so as we can just invest in or harvest much of the water, the rainwater, because even me, I'm in need of much of the water, because if I've started the production of the bricks here, it means that I'm gonna be producing much of the bricks and we need water. And as per this one, we're gonna be making sure that I'm always collecting water for my fish ponds here to make sure that everything is growing automatically onto the ground. So this is what is now getting forward, and keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm gonna be updating you what are gonna be coming out to this kind of the position one-on-one. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm gonna be formulating it and I'm gonna be giving you much of the reservoirs that are still coming out one-on-one. Musani. Yeah, man. We are taking the grass for the animals. Fantastic. Yo guys, so everything is just getting on as usual despite the challenges, and we're gonna be making them happen. Oh yeah, we have some cements here. They're gonna be rained on. Yeah. Put them onto the store, man. Put them onto the store. Oh, that's the store? Oh, they're gonna be going to the store, eh? Mr. Sigano here is carrying like a baby. Everything is good, man? Yeah, fantastic. So continue, man, and let's make it happen. So guys, keep it tuned, keep it locked. The G story is still ongoing, and thank you very much to everyone who has been tuned. Guys, support Gintu to make it happen, because we're gonna be making it happen as far as everything is put in concern. And this is just the call to everyone who has been talking about, oh Gintu, we have to make it happen. Yeah, this is what we are going for, and this is what we have to do. This is the last moment. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Much of the things are gonna be coming to you live, which is one-on-one, and this is the